Good afternoon. So today I'm here to express to you what I've learned about ASL stories. First of all, you need to know what an ASL story is, and it's easily put right here for you. Visual animated literature on the hand, space, and body by way of ASL, classifiers, metaphors, role-playing and shifting, cinematographic technique known as visual vernacular. You're probably not familiar with the phrase or words visual vernacular. So what is that? Just as filmmakers use wide lenses, panning, zooming in and out, speed or morphing from one object to another, and to be creative in their scenes in order to tell a wide range of stories or tales, an ASL storyteller accomplishes the same techniques using these characteristics. Now, since there isn't a written form of ASL, and before the advent of moving pictures, the only way deaf history could be passed from generation to generation would be through storytellers, much like the Native Americans. So they would pass down their history, their wisdom, their knowledge of the language, the humor, pride, everything be passed down through story. Well, once film had become an option, the National Association of the Deaf wasted no time in spearheading the preservation of sign. And let's see, that started in 1910 with George Viditz. And though you won't completely understand what's being signed, I thought you'd like to see an example or a piece of that preservation. And so that would be number 3 in the play. Yeah, I know. You play all this one? So this one? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Be a little creative because I couldn't download this from YouTube, so I played it on the laptop and recorded it with my camera, much like she's doing now. I don't know about you, but I had a hard time understanding him. I thought it was pretty interesting the way he does an L, like a gun. Thankfully to silent film, this preservation was able to be spearheaded, and also being that silent films were the thing at the time, many deaf were actually hired as actors. Sadly though, they were usually used as a more of a punchline. Now, in my research, I also found a quote. I found a quote from George Viditz, however you want to pronounce it, pertaining to the importance of the films, which states, "As long as we have deaf people on earth, we will have signs. And as long as we have our films, we can preserve signs in their old purity. It is my hope that we will all love and guard our beautiful sign language as the noblest gift God has given to deaf people." Thanks to technology and pride that's been built up within the deaf community, his hopes have become a reality. And they aren't just benefiting the deaf, but they also benefit the hearing, which is evident in the continual growth in those who apply to be in a deaf studies major. Now, where are ASL stories making their impact? Sadly, 2 pictures are missing. Besides the preserved films at the Library of Congress, which you were just able to take a view of, these tales are also shared in deaf clubs and on stage, such as productions with the National Theater for the Deaf, which is all over the country. They also appear at local festivals and large celebrations, such as Deaf Way, along with intimate gatherings with family and friends. And this all fosters deaf pride in the community, as well as the deaf identity for each person. There are various genres which can be performed by tellers from personal narratives to original works, from simple to complex. They can also have constraints such as ABC stories and number stories, which I have a couple of examples to show you. The first is the ABC story. And that will be the first one on that list of non-playing things. You may have seen these in your labs or something, but I really, again, filming it. What's great about these is they're very easy to follow even for the signing impaired. Now, I don't know if anybody noticed or any of the visual vernacular, but to show that his opponent was coming closer, he did that. So that would be one of those ways that would be zooming, showing distance, those sorts of things that filmmakers use. Next is a number story. Same presenter. And I thought it was pretty interesting because it's not just a simple number story. He actually does the numbers more than once. There's a 2, 3. So, as you can imagine, being a storyteller takes skill in ASL. But did you know that those who, which Ben Bahan has coined, are smooth signers? They actually go through training or an apprenticeship to become that accomplished. They need to almost be born to want to be a storyteller. They have a large ASL vocabulary and repertoire. They have visual vernacular skills, abilities, and they understand their audience so as to know when to redirect their attention, hit the punchline, or completely avoid a particular topic, among a bunch of other things as well. Here, in the next one, are a few pictures of well-known smooth signers. Some, if not all, I'm sure you are familiar with from your ASL labs or your DVD that came with your books. But just to mention a few here, Bernard Bragg, one of the founders of the National Theater of the Deaf. He was regarded by New York Times, says, regarded by many as the leading professional deaf actor in the country. So he was very good. You have Patrick Graybill. He was a performer, director, and a teacher. Ella Malitz, which of course everybody loves her. Poet, teacher, and advocate, and my favorite, Ben Bahan. He's just really cute and funny. He's an influential figure in ASL literature as a storyteller and a writer of deaf culture. He's written so many really great essays and books. He's easy to read and understand. If you would like to learn more, this is my references, but if you'd like to learn more, I've created these brochures. I am going to pass these out for you, but I apologize ahead of time. I printed them at the library, and the printer does things backwards. So the inside is upside down. And that is my presentation.
April. Red button?
Yeah.